Welcome back to the channel. I don't really do reviews on films like this, but I'm really excited about Superman. The last thing you saw me review was probably Justice League, and I shit all over it. Here's a thumbnail there if you want to check it out, link below. I just wasn't happy with it, you know? And I want to talk about the new Superman that's coming out, directed by James Gunn, which is really cool because I actually got to meet the cast. I kind of just want to talk about it. I want to go over like the trailer. Today is June 27th, and obviously the movie comes out July 11th. I got invited to the screening, which will be July 8th, which I'm really excited about. So we'll get into it, but I am also joined by a very special guest, a good friend of mine, Andy Canchola. You good, man?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool.
Because it looks like you're clearly like bothered by something. You good?
Well, you said we were going to match. That's why I brought my shirt. It's fine, though.
Dude, I got you, bro.
Eric, we're matching.
It's me, dude.
I'll even add a ding.
Yeah. I decided to do this with my boy Andy because if you guys didn't know, he does movie reviews on his page, on his Instagram. So make sure you hit a big old follow for him. I'll put his descriptions down below as well. Really good job. I feel like you love movies, you love films.
Yeah.
You have really good critiques on everything. I'm very curious to see how you felt about this Superman trailer, which is why we're here.
Yeah.
Why we're doing this. Because I told you like I liked it. I liked the trailer, and you were like, I felt judgment from you. Is what I felt.
You know what? I love Superman. Keep in mind, I love DC. I love superhero movies in general. I am worried about this movie. I'm worried.
You're worried?
Yes.
Like the fall of DC Studios worried?
I just feel like this movie has a lot of pressure on it because if it fails, I feel like they're gonna restructure everything again.
Andy, I don't think it's gonna fail.
No, okay.
Yeah,
I'm not hoping.
great.
I'm not hoping for its downfall.
No, you, James Gunn, I am on your side.
Okay, so I love James Gunn. He's a great director. Yes. Everything he's done so far, perfect. I love what is it? Peacemaker.
Guardians
I
of the
love
Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Everything he's done.
Did you watch that the Amazon show, the Creature Commandos?
Yes.
Did you like that?
That was great.
I thought that was amazing.
The reason why I'm so worried about the Superman film,
What's up?
Feel like they're throwing in too much.
Like a lot of other characters, villains.
Yes. Which we saw what happens when you do that with Superman, Batman v Superman. We saw that in Justice League, where you just throw so much at people and it's just way too much.
I would challenge that. I would say that I think it's gonna help the film, especially in a lot of different ways. I mean, he was able to do that with like Guardians of the Galaxy and just with other characters that tie in very, very beautifully. And I think he's going to do that. I don't think it's going to be so much of a like, oh no, like they don't have all this time to like build up this character and understand their background. And, you know, like I feel like with some characters, you could just kind of throw them in and then later they can go off and do their own films.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying now because I'm thinking about Justice League and I didn't care about like Aquaman or Cyborg or, you know, but I feel like with these other characters that he picked, I don't think too many of the general public are like knowledgeable about them, right? Like a Guy Garner.
Yeah.
You know,
Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like I didn't really know too much about those characters. So I think because I'm not a comic book person.
Yeah.
I'm not a comic book person, you know, like I've seen a lot of film. I've seen all the Supermans with Christopher Reeves. I've seen Smallville. I've seen the animated, you know, back in like the early 2000s, 90s, late 90s.
Oh yeah,
you know?
they're
So,
amazing.
like,
Yeah.
that to me was Superman. But
see, and perfect example. You brought the Christopher Reeves movie. That was just him. Even the Brandon Routh Superman movie, that was just Superman, which I feel like I would have wished that it was just a Superman movie. It's called Superman. Yeah. But like they're just bringing so many. But
you don't think James Gunn like looked at those stats and was like, okay, that's good. But that's like in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know, with Christopher Reeves. Okay. So Solo. Then there's like a villain, right? There's Lex. Or in the other ones, it's he's fighting the three General Zod and the other goobs, and then in the last one he's fighting like the Sun God or whatever he is, right?
Oh yeah. It was like a superhero that they made up just for the movie. Like
guys, I'm gonna fuck up everything. It's okay. Like I said, I don't really read the comic books, but like I love to watch film and I know what I feel is very valid and more important than everybody else's opinion. Did I say that out loud? No.
My opinion matters.
Yeah. Kidding. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be different. James Gunn does very well with blending a lot of other characters, you know? I don't really care for Peacemaker, but I did see, I think, which was the first one that came out like in theaters, right? Like
Suicide Squad.
I didn't care for Suicide Squad. The second one I thought was a little more entertaining. Like,
he made the second one. The first one was someone else.
Oh, see?
Yeah, see? So
he fixed it.
That's funny.
He fixed it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, you know, how do you feel about them like really writing James Gunn here?
Like I said, he is a great director. He's a great writer. And the more and more you are talking about it, he is really good at making an ensemble movie.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, I was just expecting a Superman movie. And I feel like with DC, they are writing a lot on James Gunn. Like they have all the trust in him. And he is a big nerd. So I feel like that's what makes this up. Like
the references he's got, like the symbol. What is this from? Like Kingdom Come?
Yeah.
And then there's like the neck thing. Like people have broken down the suit, talking about like, oh, that's like from Comic Book 52 or something.
The nerdy 52. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it, dude. Like that's what I've been watching.
I just, like I said, I'm just worried that too much is going on because I'm hearing rumors. This isn't spoiler because this is all rumors.
Yeah.
That Bizarro is also going to be in there.
What's wrong with that?
But dude, like I'm just like it's so many characters. Like if it was just Superman and Bizarro, perfect. But you got Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, Lex Luthor, Hawk Girl. You got Bizarro. You have what looks like other people with powers. You got there's that person. They would
do that in the animated series, anyways. You know,
even like for example, Smallville. They would have him. And then they would have the Freak of the Week, the one character. And then that's it. And like, I don't know. I just don't know if they had
But that's
faith.
TV.
Yeah.
They got to cram it in.
Yeah. But I just don't know if they had enough faith in just Superman. That they had to throw in like, oh my God, we have a Green Lantern now. Now we have a Hawk Girl. Now we have Bizarro.
But I don't think they're going to be like that. Like their stories is going to come in super like saturated. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I think the focal point in this film is going to be how does Clark Kent live his life, because they're not doing an origin.
Yeah,
like, they're just in there. Right? So he's still trying to adjust to things. I feel like all these other superheroes like exist in his world, right? And I think he's gonna have a hard time maybe like agreeing with everybody. Like they look at him like he's such a Boy Scout. So you're gonna need that pushback. Yeah. You know what I mean? That negative. And he's just gonna be like, no, like I do things my way. Like, no, this is the right way. This is the honorable way. And I think that shows good conflict. You know, and I don't know if they're gonna do like political stuff involved. You know, I know Lex is gonna be like heavily involved, right, as a main villain. His main villain. But
is he the main villain?
Yes, I think yes.
Okay,
but he has control of the other ones.
Yeah,
like you can see it. Like he's walking in with the what's her name?
His helper.
Yeah, what's the girl's name? Like, she's got like the arms and the.
Yeah.
See, we don't know shit.
Yeah, her.
I'm so glad that you're trusting us, but yeah, like he's got his whole like goons, and then obviously there's rumors about like who's under Ultraman, like who is it?
Yes, yeah.
I have a little prediction. I think maybe what if it is, you know, Bizarro, and they unmask him in a psycho version of Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
It would be crazy.
I think I've seen someone else like bring that up in like a comment section once, but I'm like, that would be crazy.
I doubt they'll do it, but that would be cool. I would love it. Would be cool because then you kind of kill off that character, and then people would be like, "Cool."
Yeah, I feel like you unite a little bit of the Snyderverse too.
Yes,
because you're hardcore, bro. First of all, how did you think if you were to rank all the Superman movies? Let's start there.
Oof. Okay. You know, did you like Superman Returns?
I didn't care for it. No, okay. I felt like it was just like too like he was sad all the time. I felt like. For that generation, like people I'd have to have watched all the like the first like the classics with Christopher Reeves, and because it's a continuation, right? Yeah. So I feel like if you didn't get that, then you're like, okay. So you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like
you had to watch it, but they changed up
different time.
Yeah, they changed up his character hardcore because he was more like a sad mopey. He even had like the little like
he almost seemed a little emo-ish.
Yeah. So I would put. I think my number one, because I love it, is Superman 2, the original Christopher Reeves movie.
Yeah, 2 is when he
actually fights Zod.
He fights Zod, and he's already like with Is this where he loses Lois? Like, where he turns back to...
Yes, he turns back time.
Yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, that one...
Sorry if you guys haven't seen that one. We just ruined
Hey,
it for some kid.
It's been 40 years. Yeah, but that's true. Superman 2, I loved it. I'll just give you my top 3 because Superman 2, Superman 1, and then Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Because the rest of the Superman, the original 3 and 4 were
they were
pretty bad.
Like, it was definitely cool. Like they had a Richard Pryor in one of them too. Yeah. Like for,
but I did have my problems with Man of Steel too. That one was just really Superman's supposed to be a man of light. Like he's supposed to be super happy. Everyone's supposed to love him. He's supposed to love people.
But that's what I'm saying is like everything is its own time bubble. And I think like Snyder, like first of all, he did Watchmen, which I think was like that to me. Whenever I found out, I was like, wait, the director of Watchmen is doing the Man of Steel. I'm like, yes, let's lock it in. Then the images started coming out and it was like a little dark and gritty. I'm like, well, you know what? Yeah. Like in the time I was like, yeah, like Christopher Nolan is like making a big impression with like the Batman Begins, and so like it was a big deal.
Yes.
So I was like, yeah, like hey, grow up, guys. Like this one's tough. There's a real Man of Steel. Like this is what it would look like realistically. And then now that we move forward and we see James Gunn version and David Corenswet as the new Superman, I like it. Like I like how bright it is. I like this symbol right here. My only thing with the suit is that it just looks baggy. Okay. And whenever I got a chance to see the trailer for the first time, like they did a little panel with like James Gunn and David Corenswet, Rachel Brosnahan, and Nicholas Hoult, and they talked about the trunks and then they talked about the suit, and they talked about it like James Gunn didn't want it to be a wetsuit, right? Like that's what a lot of people kept saying. Like he didn't want it to feel like a wetsuit, which I could see. Yeah. And I actually made this prediction, and I wish I would have recorded this, but I was like, if he comes out with the suit, it's going to look something like what he does with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, it's funny because he has a collar. It looks like all just the design, something about it. And it's obviously the same, like, use the same costume wardrobe designer. Yeah, costume designer. But yeah, I don't care for, I think that's going to be my only kind of you know? Like he's holding up like something in one of the trailers, and it looks like it's like this. Well, because he got big too. He got ripped. Yeah, that's what was interesting. I don't have a problem with the suit, but I see what you mean. If they would have made it like a little tighter and showed off what I'm pretty sure he took months to work out. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. And I'll just keep going back. I'm just worried. Yeah. I hope it's a great movie, and I hope we get a nice long universe. I'm just worried. Yeah. But early reviews, people saw it this past week. It's looking good. Yeah. Good so far. Yeah. So I'm going to be complete. I'm going to go in there open-minded, of course. I'm going to go in there completely open-minded. Open-minded, open butt. Open butt and everything, baby. Give me all. Open chest. Wear your baggiest suit. Wear my baggiest suit. I'm going to the premiere. I'm going to wear my underwear outside of my pants. Please do. I'm going to do it. Please do. And they can't do anything about it. They can't. It's a premiere. You're like, hey, Superman does it. Superman does it. Imagine I get kicked out. You're not even a watch. You're just outside, like. You text Vanessa, like, what happened? Like, I wore my underwear outside. My underwear. She's like, that's not how you left. With the little streak in back. You're like, oh no. Okay, but do you have any other problems with the movie that you're worried about? Yes, and then afterwards we can get into what we do like about it. Okay. Yes. So what I am worried about here's what I am worried about. I'm worried about other characters because I know James Gunn is good at writing. Yes, I like that. What I am worried about. There was another rumor. Okay, this is another rumor that apparently in the story they create a hashtag and it's called super shit. What? Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know how real this is, but apparently it's like super shit, like starts trending because everybody's against Superman. And there must have been some sort of situation that or something he does, of course, where people are like, boo, canceled, And James Gunn talked about that. He talked about in today's world, like how it's like everyone's just like social media, cancel culture, and So yeah, how perfect to put in like a character that from another planet, is trying to do good, but maybe at the same time, like he's not doing enough. Like he's doing the best he can, but it's not enough. So people, interesting, get upset about that. So if my problem is the super shit.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Really? But I do like that being his problem. Like that feels real to the day, to today, you know? And for James Gunn to tackle it that way, and which is something I do with like my podcast. Like, just a quick little shout out to my podcast, FOOS for Thought. That's why I have the background here, and it's I want to have conversations with people because it's like, what happened to the conversations?
Yeah,
you know, we're so quick to condemn people, like peace out. But I think that's what my podcast's about. But I think this is what Superman is gonna go through, and but if it's super shit, I don't care for. Another problem that I think I have is like, I love the idea of the dog. Okay. I love Crypto. I don't want him to outshine Superman too much, which I think is gonna happen.
Because they kind of did that with Groot.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Wow.
But then also like Gru isn't like I feel like, oh, that's a good point. So with Gru, like he became really like favorable immediately.
Yes.
But I think like later on, as you start to like watch it, and if you watch it again, you really like Rocket. You start to like, you know, like his origin story.
Yeah.
And obviously Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, you know, like you start to fall in love with the story. But I like James Gunn does this. Like he knows how to put like cute little things, something for the kids, and at the same time kind of like make you drop your guard from this to, all right.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm in.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not really a big worry, but like I'm afraid I'm gonna like the dog more. Yeah.
I wonder if it's you've seen the trailer where he's telling Lois and he's like, oh, maybe I should get an interview, or maybe I will give you an interview. I wonder if that's why it's like he's like trying to like get uncanceled or make people like him.
Yeah. So and she like really presses him.
Yes.
Yeah, like gives him like a real like, okay, this is how it would be. How did you feel about that scene? Did you not like it?
Yeah. I think their chemistry looks really good. I think it's gonna be.
People
like
complained about that scene.
Really?
They talked about how they're like, Superman is a man of like confidence, is a man of like, you know, and to see Clark Kent kind of, I was trying to save people, like he says some line in there, and people like dug in at that. And for me, I think people are so zoomed in right now. They're so zoomed into like little scenes, and it's kind of like, bro, like shut up.
Yeah.
Relax, back up. And
we haven't seen everything.
Wait till you see the whole thing.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, no, I guess, yeah, because Clark is his alter ego. I would say it's an alter ego because he plays more like the nerdy guy who like even has like the Gen Z curls. Like I was like, okay, interesting. But then Superman, yeah, he's supposed to be America's boy. Like he's confident, he's there. So that's interesting. That's going to be cool to see what brought that out of him. Why did he get mad as Clark? Like, why is he trying to make people like him? I mean, of course, he's Superman, so everyone has to be everyone's like superhero. But that's interesting. Okay, I didn't know people didn't like that.
I feel like the real kryptonite for him, for Superman, is not being able to please everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Which I think is realistic.
Yeah,
it's just like the human experience today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he grew up. I mean, in Kansas.
Grew up in Kansas, you know, and he's that has I'm sure had his own challenges growing up, trying to hide his superpowers or whatnot. So what do you like about the trailer that you have seen so far?
Okay, I think he's gonna do great.
Yeah.
And I think David Cornsweet, I mean, although he does get those comments that like it's like a Henry Cavill lookalike, I think he still looks great.
I don't think he looks like, after watching it over and over, I'm like, no, you don't.
Yeah. I feel like they're trying to make you forget because the promotion.
Right, to overlay
it. Yeah. Because he's the new Superman. We can't do anything. Yeah. As mad as people got, he's the new Superman.
Yeah.
Cool.
People are still going to watch it.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill would have never.
Yeah, exactly. But these are going to be completely different Superman, which is good. If they would have gone like a darker route, then it would have been like, no, bro, change it completely because people would have judged it right away. So I like that. I like that we're gonna do flying scenes, like kind of like POV flying scenes. Like I don't think we've gotten that in like other Superman movies,
like good ones.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm interested to see how the cinematography and everything works out.
But did you see some of the shots in the trailers? Like some of like obviously they made fun of him, like
the cross-eyed,
like his eyes kind of did a weird thing. And
supposedly that
his,
shot
like, belly, it looked like his chest was just like this.
Supposedly some of those shots that they've shown are not in the movie at all.
Or they fixed him. I saw another thing that said that they fixed him. I saw that too, but yeah.
I think the characters, the characters also too. Jimmy Olsen, I feel like they picked a good person.
Yeah.
He's been like in a good amount of movies too. So
Rachel Brosnahan's going to kill it as Lois.
Yes, she looks tough. Like, and that's how Lois is. She's tough. She's like, she can handle her own. Like, she can fight. And then she's also like in love with Superman. Like,
So I think she's going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah. So I love everyone.
The Miss Marvelous Miss Mavel.
I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah. Her, she's amazing.
Okay.
Go watch it.
So
now, stop this. Go.
My bad. Stop recording.
Run.
I'm excited to see all the characters, but I think I'm more worried than all the I think more of my negative is overshadowing the positive, but I'm not going into the movie. I swear to God, I'm not going to hate on the movie when I watch it. No. Like, I'm going to go in completely open-minded.
Good. And I like you're being honest about it.
Yeah.
So just to tell you guys, like for me, I feel like what's going to be good about this film or what I do like about it is one, meeting David Corenswet. Meeting David Corenswet was like a genuinely sweet dude. And it almost made me feel like, oh, I could trust this guy being Superman. Yeah. Like he really does seem like he's like kind of like just like this pure human being.
That's cool.
You know, I did a game with them. Like they were able to bring us out like a bunch of other creators and like meet with them and play a game. And we did a guess the same word challenge. Yes. And I cut it up, but like it was way too long, but like I was able to cut it up. And he was like, no, you come on, we could do this. Like he was like so sweet about it. And I remember like, oh man, like he didn't want to like cut any corners or anything. Like he was just such a like genuinely sweet dude. And even when you watch him in interviews and stuff like that, like what I've heard, he did. I think he was on Jimmy Kimmel. And Diego Luna was like the guy like entrevista. He was interviewing him, and so that sounded like I would just want to throw in some Spanish just to sound cultured. Like those entrevista. How do you say that?
Like the Hispanic shows, they just throw out Spanish words.
Hispanic. No, but he was doing stuff, and he asked him. He asked Nicholas Hoult that was next to him. He was just like, "You guys watched the film?" Blah blah. He goes, "Oh, I loved it. David was amazing." Blah blah. And then David Corenswet was like, "I haven't seen it yet." So he wants to go in blind.
That's cool.
On July 8th, with me, he's gonna watch it for the first time.
Oh, like you guys just together?
Yeah, we're buddies,
bro. And I can't believe we haven't talked about Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Yeah, it's played by Nicholas Hoult. How do you feel about that? How do you guys feel about Nicholas Hoult?
I'm interested because he says that his Lex Luthor was Michael Rosenbaum, which is Smallville.
Yeah, Smallville.
And I love that Lex Luthor. That iteration of it.
Kind of had a little sass to him.
Yes, like the rich boy. Like that's what he is. He's like a spoiled rich boy, but he wants more power and he's jealous of Superman because he's a god.
Okay, maybe I should have mentioned this earlier with something I am worried about. I am worried about Lex. I feel like it's not going to be hard to like kind of just be a narcissistic rich fan, person that probably wants to be loved. He probably feels like Superman is taking all the love that he does, which I think James Gunn again will do a good job there. I don't know if I care. I like Nicholas Hoult. I don't know if I care for his like low voice. Like he's got. Like I expected, I think a more deep, like really Superman. I don't know, like that's interesting. Like just something deeper, like in the animated films, like they kind of had like
he sounded intimidating.
That's what it is. Like you want a Lex that's like intimidated. He's very smart, and in any situation, even if the strongest man in the world is stepping up to you, you kind of just like, what's up?
And they showed that in the trailer.
They showed that, but then the voice bothered me.
Yes,
that's the only thing. Is like, what dog? What do you mean? And I was like,
yeah, because he's supposed to be overall intimidating,
and he's too cute. I think Nicholas Hoult, like him and David Corenswet went for the same role. Like they both went for Clark Kent Superman.
So
I was kind of like, okay, I could have seen that, but
I think the only excuse, it's funny, now I'm protecting it. I think the only excuse that I'll give Lex Luthor is that like I feel like this is going to be their first official run-in. I feel like Lex Luthor has always been there like hating, but this is going to be like he found out where what is it, the Force of Solitude. Yes. So I feel like he's gonna finally attack Superman. Like he's been studying him this whole time, and now he's gonna go after him. Because I feel like maybe they haven't had run-ins before. Could be wrong, but this is gonna be interesting. So
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's more on the story side though.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, but you're talking. Yeah.
Sorry.
And then I feel like if we do get more movies, he's probably gonna be like more scarred up, more like angrier at Superman.
I want to see him in that suit.
Yeah.
You know how he's got his own like robotic suit.
Yes, that'd be the Kryptonian suit, or the Kryptonite suit. Yeah, that's gonna be sick.
Other characters that we've seen, Metamorpho.
Yeah,
Metamorph.
Bro, yeah.
Is it Metamorpho? Metamoko's gonna be in this.
Metamoko's him. Bro, did you ever watch the show Barry?
No. Oh. See, so that's. Oh wait, Barry. Yes, I did.
Yeah. So he's playing the bald guy. Hi Barry. Like.
Oh, that's him.
That's him, bro.
What's his name? Oh, that's why I saw him in some of the interviews and I was like, what is he doing here?
Yeah, bro.
Is he in this?
Bro, he does such a funny job.
He's so good.
Yes.
Barry, come on, Barry.
Come on, Barry. Yes.
Oh, no, I would never do that to you, Barry. Like, he's so good.
Yes.
What's the actor's name?
I don't know. But he's so good.
I have a laptop in front of me. What's the actor's name? We'll put it here.
I'll put a picture for sure. Yeah, I forgot he's in it. Who else?
Yeah, he was great. He's good. He's a good actor.
Those are the only villains?
No. Obviously Ultraman, and then the mechanic, the one that's like next to like this the girl with the.
Oh yes. But there's, you see what I'm saying? Like,
let me just.
There's just so many. Now. There's just so many characters that's what I'm worried about. I'm just like,
but like they don't like matter that much. Like, dude, you know what I mean? Like it's like. They're all gonna kind of. It's like the whole story is around Superman, and I feel like just from every angle, Lex Luthor's trying to create a super like team to fuck him up. You know. Okay. So I'm just.
I guess if they don't, if they're not the main, if they're just there for a couple minutes, then cool. They're just introducing them for future DCU movies. I just hope. What happens if like each one of them becomes the main star, not the main star, but you know they're.
Well, I think they're going to branch off into that, right? Because we haven't talked about this, but I think Supergirl's going to pop in somehow.
Yes,
Supergirl's going to be Millie Alcock, and I haven't seen her in anything really, but I know that like she's praised pretty well.
Okay,
like Isabel Merced is going to be in this, so shout out to some Latino representation in there. That's cool. You won't be able to see her face, but let's put this on you.
Did you see Peacemaker? The trailer? I know you didn't care for him, but so they're supposed to. Yes, her and Guy Gardner.
Oh,
they're in the trailer.
See, so he knows what he's doing. Like, he's able to kind of like recycle a lot of them and throw them into the other ones. Maybe there's a better word than recycle, but but like he's able to use a lot of these characters and place them in other movies and automatically just kind of like, they're funny. Oh, they're great. Like I like her. Yeah. So Anthony Kerrigan will be playing Metamorpho, and he's doing this face.
Yeah, I'll put the picture up. I'm excited, but I feel like he's not. I feel like him for sure. He's not one of the main cast. Like he's
no. I think Luthor, Peter Luthor. I think he manipulates him into doing what he wants him to do. Because there's like that scene in the trailer where he turns his hand into like the kryptonite.
Yeah,
and he's got him locked up in that cage with him, and he looks like he's just kind of in a corner. But he looks like
okay.
Yeah. So my prediction with him is like I think he's gonna be confused as to. There's probably something that Lex has that he promises him. And
like always.
Yeah,
he's
like
such
always.
A master manipulator.
He's a manipulator and he's good at it. And I think he uses him to get Superman locked up, and you know, he's gonna struggle with the kryptonite shit. And then at the end, I think he's gonna help him like break out.
You did change my mind a little bit of like the whole ensemble with James, because James Gunn.
I come back out, dude. I hated it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, don't go watch it the night after.
Ooh, super shit. It was right.
Hey, you were right.
Yeah, this movie is #super shit.
So I do understand how you said that James Gunn is really good at writing and directing multiple characters. Yeah. So I did change my mind a little bit on that, but I'm still gonna go. Like, I'm still worried, but like I said.
It's going to be good.
Completely open-minded.
It's going to be good. And I think it's going to start with Clark. It has to start with Clark Kent.
It has to.
And it has to start with him being such a dork, such a like, doesn't get the jokes. Like everything goes over his head. You know, and I think as soon as he turns into Superman, like that confidence is going to be there, but I think it's still new to him.
Yeah.
I think it's still going to be new to him. I don't think it's going to be super like, yes. I think it's because they have him a little silly.
Yeah.
If you pay attention to the trailer.
Have they talked about how long he's been Superman yet?
What do you mean?
Have they released that? Like how long he's been, like, has he been Superman for a year or two? Like, you know how the Robert Pattinson Batman, they're like, this is year 1. So
I think
so
this
this
is
isn't
like
an origin.
I think they said he's like year 3 or 4
Okay,
as Superman.
cool.
Yeah.
Got
But
it.
I think he has like a very like fun kind of like sense of humor, but
Yeah.
he's just super Boy Scout.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's gonna win over audience members.
Yes.
It's not gonna be like as soon as he's like move over, you know? Like I think it's gonna be very kind of like, okay, I know what to do here. But like very human still. But
Yeah.
a human that
Okay.
like has superpowers.
Because I did see that in the trailer that Mr. Terrific goes, he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
trying
like,
to do.
I'm doing important stuff here.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like, so I like that though.
Okay. Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
I
I
think
do
some
too.
people are gonna be very like, I don't know.
Hey, quit messing around. I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
Indifferent about it, but I think they're gonna fall in love with it. Like I think it's gonna just sweep them, you know, off their feet and be like, I like it though. Like it wasn't what I expected out of. I think that people are gonna say that it wasn't what I expected as a Superman, but it's like, but it felt real.
Yeah.
Felt very real.
Okay.
And there's even a little moment where she's just like, you don't think people are gonna? He's like, figure out that you're Superman. He goes, well, I wear the glasses. You know,
Yeah.
So it's like it's calling out all the little silly things. I think now, and that's what James Gunn did. And I think there's gonna be a funny thing about the trunks. Like it has to happen.
Yeah.
He's like, what's wrong with him? Like, I don't know. You know, and the reason why he has the trunks, or like how they developed it that way, is because of what was it like? Kind of like circus acts. Like a lot of them kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so like they would do
Oh.
the acts, and I think that was where the influence came from.
Interesting.
I could
Okay.
have just made that up. I don't know.
You're like, yeah, it's my own little Superman lore.
My own lore. I will add this. Meeting David Cornswet. I feel like he's like really innocent. Like I feel like he's just like an innocent human being.
And that's how Superman is.
And I think that's why he's gonna just easily fit into this role like a glove, man. Like he's just gonna, you know, he's gonna fit into a loose glove that isn't too tight and just a little baggy.
Oh, do you think he'll get a new suit?
They're saying that he's gonna get a
Yeah,
new suit at the
okay.
end. That's another thing. They're saying that he's gonna have a new suit before.
Like for the final battle?
Yeah. It's tinier underwear. It's a banana hammock.
Nothing changed.
It's a thong in the back.
Oh, was not expecting this.
Yeah,
one.
I think that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited to see the cast. I'm excited to see
Yes.
everybody work together, and I feel like it's going to come from a very real place, and he's going to have real struggles. And so yeah, make sure you guys go check it out. July 11th. Get your tickets. They're not even paying me to say this. James Gunn, though, in another world, there's a Latino Superman. He's like, and it's not you.
You're like, yeah, we're looking for him. Like,
Yeah, we're looking for him. Super ego. Come on.
oh,
Any little last minute predictions? What's going to happen in the film? Give me at least 2 or 3.
I feel like Guy Gardner's gonna die.
Ah!
We're going to see a character that we didn't expect. Maybe
That's a good one.
Maybe I don't know about Batman.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. No, I was thinking more like we'll get like a glimpse of Batman, or we'll get like a mention of him.
Oh, you're right.
A mention, but no,
Just like
we
how they
won't
did
see.
in Creature Commando.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. So we'll just get something small like that, but I just hope something Batman-esque, because that's the next movie.
Yeah.
Supposedly, and people are worried about it because the
Because of
next
Robert.
Superman movie. No, the next Superman movie is going to be a Batman Superman movie.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, did they not?
I
learn
didn't care for the
first time?
Batman v Superman, by the way.
Exactly. And I thought, okay, so we'll get back. I thought Ben Affleck was a good Batman, and I thought Henry Cavill was a good Superman.
I didn't.
The movie
Watch my
sucked.
Justice League video.
Yes, I know. No. He's horrible in Justice League.
Yeah.
But when he was by himself, cool. Like in Batman v Superman, he did good as Batman. But in Justice League, what's his name? Joss Whedon completely changed.
Martha.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I'm like, no,
Yeah,
Batman
he's
doesn't
dorky.
do that. He doesn't make jokes.
He's the most confident,
Yes.
smartest man in the world.
He's just there. Like, yeah.
Number one detective. Just, do you talk to fish? Anyways.
So what are your 2 predictions?
I like those 2 predictions, by the way.
Okay.
I'm going to go off of one of them. You said Guy Gardner is going to die. I feel like they're going to tease that Crypto dies.
Oh.
I felt like it's a cute little dog. People are gonna fall in love with them. I think they're gonna have some battle scene where like he gets smacked the fuck out and he's just like, "Arr." I think, they're gonna play with
People
their
are
string.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like-
That's a good
So
one.
that's I think 100%. I'd bet my life on that. No, okay,
I'm like, whoa.
but I do think like
Yeah.
that's gonna happen, like a dog hurt scene, not John Wick style, but
Yeah.
a second prediction, I do think I'm gonna stick to I think Ultraman. I think might be like a
Henry Cavill.
Cavill playing Bizarro, or just a Henry Cavill other because he like Ultraman is like the evil version of like Superman, right?
Yeah.
So I think it just could be that. Or it's Chris Evans. Flame on! No.
Like, what are you doing here?
What is he?
Get out of here.
So there's that. And then I'll add a third one. I think Lex and Superman will kiss at the... No.
They just kiss and make up. You're like, oh, this is...
Happy Pride in July.
This no, is not the movie I was expecting.
Oh. Well, hey. Oh, I think that he's gonna like near the end, he's gonna just quit being Superman.
Oh,
I think somewhere in the film, like he's gonna have a moment where he's like, "Why am I doing this?" and he's gonna quit.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I think someone, maybe his dad, maybe something like it's gonna remind him, like, "No, this is what you stand for."
So,
which I think is a good thing to add to the
before the ending, like before the final battle.
It might be like in the second act.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
those
that.
Those are my predictions.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so it's boom, boom, boom. Yeah, tell us your guys' predictions below. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this film. I hope you guys are too. Drop a comment below. Let us know what you guys feel about it. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Is it going to be super shit?
That's going to be the hashtag.
Hashtag super shit, bro. Anything else that we wanted to kind of... I feel like there's more, but like...
I think we should come back after we watch it.
Yeah, let's come back and do another review. If you guys want to say it. Make sure you guys give 100,000 thumbs up to this, bro. Bing, 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 bing. We just get to 99.
Like, it's your worst viewed video. I'm like, sorry.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry, man.
Like, also, we don't care for Andy. Who is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Get Andy out. I'm just like,
guys.
like that's
really,
Selena Gomez.
Really check out my boy Andy. He does a lot of movie reviews on his Instagram. And he does a very good job at it. He's a huge
nerd.
No. Like Tom Cruise fan. He'll get into every Mission Impossible, Top Gun. He'll break everything down. He could watch that movie backwards and recite the lines. So yeah, make sure you follow my boy. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. There's gonna be a podcast coming out probably this week when this releases. So make sure you guys stay subscribed and like. And now I'm gonna show you my nipple.
No.